From America's heartland, we've got nighttime baseball from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Ian Kennedy, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Tyler Austin will get his first shot here. As you can see, he currently leads the junior circuit in hitting.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
In the second spot tonight.
Into the box now, Mason Williams. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, we've got the big man behind the plate, Salvador Perez. We all know what he means to this game, how he impacts it defensively, gives you a little pop on the offensive side, but most importantly, a clubhouse leader. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, he was hoping for a quick 1-2-3 to start the night. Now he's going to have a little work to do with a runner on and a dangerous cleanup hitter coming up.
Lifted the other way to left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to breeze his way to a 1-2-3 top half, but back-to-back hits have turned the tables on him here with 2 outs in the visitors' first.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Hard hit ball to second, and that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Rob Refsnyder will dig in now. He's got that average up over 330 to begin the ball game.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Hot shot on the ground to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
A good job there making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Yankees forced to settle for 1. We'll move on to the number 85. The right-hander from Mexico gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got an ERA of under 3.5, which is pretty decent for a starter. Pretty good chance that we'll see a good start from him here in this one.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Waiting on it, the right fielder, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Steve, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, they're already down by 1 after the top of the first, so you've got to get yourself right back into this ball game. Punch back a little bit and see if you can get your crowd back in it.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know? And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. KC down. Austin Romine will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Kennedy sets his sights. Here's the 3-2. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Calling for it. Hosmer looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting ninth, shortstop.
Didi Gregorius will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw is not going to be in time to get him, and somehow he's going to wind up with an infield single.
Well, that's the kind of year it's been for this guy so far. Even when he gets fooled, he still finds a way to get an infield single out of it.
Tyler Austin in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
Left fielder.
Into the box, Mason Williams. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Eric Karros, we look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
When you're looking at trying to get out of a funk like this, it always helps when you can hand the ball over to a veteran starter that's been through this before, and luckily for them, they're going to be able to do that here.
Still 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Kendrys Morales will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Williams has it in his tracks. 1 down.
Batting fifth,
Salvador Perez will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, Matt, he just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
Alex Gordon will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Williams going back on it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. Gary Sanchez will come up now to kick off their half of the third. Seems like the hits have been coming fast and furious, EK, but not the runs.
Yeah, you figure if you get 5 hits in 2 innings, you're doing all right for yourselves. But like you said, they've only got 1 run to show for those 5 hits.
Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 59 on the season. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, well, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
To 2-2 now.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Hit well on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
number 99.
Number 99 digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Kennedy into his motion. Here's the 1-2. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, third base.
Rob Refsnyder is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
And a swing, and here's another big drive as this ball sent high and deep to left center field. And the long ball will burn him for the second time in the inning. Another home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 5 on the year as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead. Standing in now, Starlin Castro. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo. Chesler Cuthbert will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Alcides Escobar steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Christian Colon will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And not what he wanted to do there, is now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Lorenzo Cain will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Royals leave 1. Still down 3-0. Austin Romine is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, look at Hosmer. Got him.
No way. That was awesome. Well, that's highway robbery right there. Boy, if he doesn't knock this thing down, I don't think there's any chance the second baseman was going to be there in the hole. And not only does he make a great play, but he also hits his pitcher right in stride, which is not always as easy as it looks.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. Up high, 2-1 now. Ripped down the first base line. And this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. Throw won't get him. Tyler Austin will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Shot towards second. In there, a base hit.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Mason Williams will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. And here's a ball hit in the air. Going after it is Gordon. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Kennedy pauses. Full count pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Paulo Orlando is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Under it is the right fielder. 1 out. One away for the Royals here in the fourth. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
He pulls this one into right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Designated hitter,
Hendrys Morales
Digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. And that misses 2-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Royals.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Swinging a high chopper. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. KC down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Gary Sanchez heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Orlando is there. One away.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth. Number 99 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far.
number 99.
Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go...
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning. Salvador Perez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Alex Gordon is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield. And that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the running play. 2 down. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the fifth. Chesler Cuthbert is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a pretty decent at-bat. As I remember, he saw a lot of pitches and really made the guy on the mound earn that strikeout.
No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over now as the former #1 overall pick Luke Hochevar gets the nod. Rob Refsnyder will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Now a swing and a fly ball. Orlando on the move and reined in 1 away. Starlin Castro will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both a southpaw and a right-hander get loose. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the 1-out double. As he tacks on to his total, currently 3rd best on the Yankee ball club.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their guys offensively. He does a nice job of finding gaps and getting into scoring position.
Austin Romine will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now batting, shortstop.
Didi Gregorius will be the batter. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Hit hard to short. Escobar fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Leading off the inning, Alcides Escobar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's set down 1 away.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Liner towards second. And that's through for a base hit. And the no-hitter is gone. Lorenzo Cain will stand in. And Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
He sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. There's 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. On to the back third tonight. Stick around. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Dylan G is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Tyler Austin will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, left fielder, Mason Williams.
Mason Williams will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Orlando over to his left, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it 3-0. Paulo Orlando will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
To short. Gregorius is there, and he's retired here 1 away.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Eric Hosmer will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Around first, on his way to second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
A rare mistake pitch there. That's just their second hit of the ball game, but this will go for a double.
Stepping in now, Salvador Perez. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Looking to keep the shutout intact. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Lifted in the air out to right. Right fielder has a beat on it. And that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase. Leading off the inning, Greg Bird, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. After it is Kane. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Number 99 stands in. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. Under it is Kane, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Hit hard back up the middle.
Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
Now batting.
Starlin Castro
Gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Liner toward right center.
And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Escobar has it, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Alex Gordon will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Chesler Cuthbert will stand in for the third time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Chesler Cuthbert will stand in for the third time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Alcides Escobar will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Beautiful Union Station lit up here in Kansas City tonight as we're set for the remainder of this one from the K. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Didi Gregorius, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Shot toward right center, so he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting,
Mason Williams struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go 0 for, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
Hit hard up the middle. The second for 1. Over to Hosmer, and it's a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles, quite like a double play ball to that 3rd guy.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from 3rd.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal here. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ballgame.
Here's a high pop-up. Escobar has got it, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Lorenzo Cain will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. To short, hit hard. Gregorius has it. Throw on to first is going to take care of him as the Royals are now down to their last chance now.
Number 16,
Paulo Orlando makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell's going to end anytime soon.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the White Sox cracked 14 hits